Hey guys, my name is JessiMew, and welcome back to the Hard Mode Challenge. In the last episode, our tribe found a gigantic pile of little treasures all around the island. We have these healing fruits, literally sitting right under our noses, and now each and every one of our groups has a medicine to keep themselves fully healed. We have one over here that Jip is going to be taking on soon. We have a healing fruit back here with our Bearyena hybrids. And then of course the fruits by the Heartlands. And last but not least, the healing fruits for our explorers, which I'm sure Athena is going to make some pretty good use of. She still has the killer Bearyena out here somewhere. Oh my gosh, much closer than I thought. I wonder if he's still going after those bunnies, because it seems like he hasn't noticed her yet. That's probably because she's hiding in the tall grass, which actually increases her camouflage by a little bit. So I wonder if she would be able to hide away in the grass again after attacking. We might as well give it a try. It looks like the bunnies might be stealing our berries too. So our Lilo, you're going to have to take care of that pretty soon, because Athena has a different job in mind. Let's have her land one good hit, and then scoot away as far as she can. It looks like the furthest grass is actually right here, so hopefully that's not too close. Hopefully the Bearyena is just going to get confused, because there's so many shadows in the area, so it might be hard for him to spot little Athena as she slinks away into that tall grass. We can keep our fingers crossed anyway. And likewise, our Lilo, I think you're actually going to want to move away anyway. So closer to the bunnies who are stealing your berries, but also a little bit closer to these healing fruits. And there we go. It looks like you did manage to call one your way. So he's pretty good at hiding too. All of these explorers have had to buff their camouflage skills, because that's what has kept them alive. I think that's why we're going to keep the tall grass right around Biba's stump, because that is also giving her a little bit of a boost. So even though she's scouting out for our tribe right now, we shouldn't have to worry about the killer Bearyena noticing her right away. And instead, she can let Harry know that we have a stream over off this way, so maybe he could investigate, grab some bunnies for us in the process, but mostly just try to see if there's some fish in the stream that he could scoop up for them to eat. I'm a little bit concerned about leaving the meat out because I don't want the Bearyena to catch that scent either, but we'll play it risky for now. Maybe if we're lucky, the bluebirds will even scoop it up instead, so we won't have to worry at all. Darkrai, in the meantime, you'll want to make sure you have food for your new babies, because he's going to go back to the nest so he can hopefully start a family with Glacier. Their children will make up the guards for our collectors, so we'll want to make sure that we boost their strength. Maybe with the ram horns, since we do have that to use inside our mutation menu, and that'll give them that extra point that should help in a killer Bearyena attack. And because the camouflage has been such an invaluable trait, we'll go ahead and try to place these stripes into their second slot, to see if maybe we could have stealthy babies too. That would be a good way for us to ambush potential enemies if we stick our sentinels off in the tall grass. And Kate and Toomey finally don't have to worry about picking those poison berries any longer. Though Kate has lost quite a bit of her lifespan, so we're going to want to have a Rocket hurry his way to their side. We'll bring him right up the stream, over to the nursery on this side of the territory. Okay, I guess that would work. Since we're already using these nests for Glacier's babies, let's have Toomey and Kate join Rocket over here. We'll have to make sure that we placed the toxic body into Rocket's mutation menu, because that is the main concern for this family. We want a line who can actually pick all of these poison berries without taking all of that damage in the process. Then I guess for his second slot, since we have the nimble fingers already taking up Tommy's mutation menu, let's see if we can actually pull the mask back into their line. I think that might be fun, since Tommy was actually born with the name Izmi, So we know that her parents had some grand ideas in mind for her, just because they named her after our own founder. So it would be great if we could see Izmi's mask again, because so far I think the only baby who has been born with the mask is little Liana and her muddy feet. We'll scoot Kate over here so she should hopefully be able to breed with Rocket on the next turn, and cross our fingers that one of these healing fruits grow back too. Unless perhaps we bring her down to Jip's healing fruit instead, because I'm sure he wouldn't mind sharing with her if it means keeping her alive. So as he keeps a watch out for shells in the water, he'll also make sure that this entire pathway is lit up, so she should be able to snag up the medicine before she gets too sick. And likewise, Liana can clear out the pathway, so it'll be even easier for her to do. And speaking of pathways, we absolutely have to bring little Webs up to the Explorer's Path soon, so he can finally start a family with Piper. It's a love story for the ages. He literally hopped with his little frog feet all the way across the entire island to find her. So naturally, they have to start a family on the next turn. We'll just have to make sure that we adjust their mutation menu properly, because I don't want too many of his babies born with the webbed hind legs. So I think our only other choice would be the normal hind legs to increase his speed on land, and then we'll fit them both with the ram horns too, to once again increase their baby's strength. So go ahead and breed with Webs, and then on the next turn we can hopefully bring you back to your homeland to see if you can have your baby here. We'll have to be mindful of the killer Bearyena, of course. See how that goes with Athena first, because if there's the potential that your baby could end up getting injured by the Bearyena, we might want to wait a little bit longer. So Sonia, since you've cleared out the area by the healing fruit, we'll have you come over here to keep watch over the babies. Little Iroh needs somebody to stand next to him, so we can try one more time to have a Bearyena hybrid in this nest. Hopefully that'll all change today, especially as Peppy goes back out to do a little bit more scouting and searching for some of those healing fruits, since she wants to find one for her mother too. So she'll be going a bit further out to explore, but I think we're all out of turns. We're going to leave Biba right on top of her stump and zoom in on Athena to see if hopefully she has lost the killer Bearyena. I think she's okay. Somebody was injured, but that might have just been the poison, and the killer Bearyena seems to have left us alone. So that's really good to know that Athena will be able to hide again, even if she lands in a good blow on the Bearyena. She's getting super close to the end of her lifespan too, so I want to see if she can take the Bearyena down before she passes away. I feel like that has kind of been her life's mission, and I would love to give her the award for taking down the first killer Bearyena in the tribe. So let's see if we can have her make her way back to the killer Bearyena, hopefully without getting too close. She was able to hide away before, just 2 tiles away from the Bearyena, so we should technically be safe even if we settle down right here. Let's cross our fingers that it works. As long as those bunnies don't lure him in our direction, we should be okay. Now let's take a look at all of the babies that were born, because it looks like there were quite a few. We have our first collector baby, who unfortunately does not have the toxic body, and his spots are super cute. They remind me of my little cherry blossom, Merrick, who passed away many days ago. So it's nice to see a friendly, familiar face. The next name on my list is Fable. So welcome to the tribe, little one. And I believe you will be one of our main collectors when it comes to the normal berry bushes. Though if he has to, I'm sure he wouldn't mind lending a hand with the toxic ones too. And oh my goodness, a double-clawed beast. Oh, Anamine would be so proud of you. The only thing she's missing are the ram horns, but with a 6 in strength, she is more than ready to take charge. So the first of our sentinels we will very fittingly name Cupcake. So welcome to the tribe, little one. And now we should just have the Bearyena family left out. Oh no, but that derp snout again. Oh, that is going to be very hard to breed out of our Bearyena line. The one silver lining is that this one actually has the Bearyena snout in his genetics. But I'm not sure if that's going to help us out so much when the derp snout is so much easier to pass. At least all of those Bearyena genetics means that he is just as strong as his father Bambi. So I know that he is very, very proud. But the next name on my list is Hero. So once again, welcome to the tribe. And maybe you'll find some good heroics in your future, just like your namesake. Maybe you'll be able to save your family from the wandering bearyenas after all. Let's go ahead and sniff around just in case. Make sure that nothing is sneaking up on us like the killer Bearyena by our explorers. And let's just see if Kate needs the medicine today. Oh my gosh, she definitely does. The good news is that the poison has passed, so she won't be taking any extra damage after this. So as long as we heal her until all of the damage is taken away, then she'll have plenty of time to hopefully have some toxic body babies. For now, all we can do is have Toomey try again. We'll settle her down in that nest, and then we'll have a Rocket try to breed with Kate, so she can have her baby on the next turn. We don't want to go too crazy with the babies, because we do still have to consider our food situation. And in fact, Liana, I'm wondering if she might want to travel back to her original home to pick up some extra acorns for us, because we could use the food to eat. In fact, maybe even Jip would like to join her, just for the adventure of it all. He knows he has a job to do by that healing fruit, but in some of his younger years, I think he would like to explore while he still has the chance. Sonia is still more than capable of picking up the acorns over on this side of the island, so we'll have her do just that, grabbing food for her little grandchildren, as Bambi could go out and try to hunt down some more bunnies for us. First, we'll just want to make sure that he has another baby with Amelia. We'll have her breed with him and then dig up some of those roots as the bunnies scoot a bit closer. Oh, I wonder if Iroh might be able to scare them out from hiding for you. That way you can scoot into the grass. Oh, and hello! One of the big clown koi. Oh, Harry, if only you were around here. You would be so happy to see the new fish. Unfortunately, your stream is looking a bit bare, but there's still hope closer to the ocean. So go ahead and grab the bunny for us. That way we'll have the extra meat on the next turn, as Peppy begins her journey into uncharted territory. If there's any hope of her finding a healing fruit all by herself, then I'm sure it would be way out here. That's what ended up rewarding our explorers after all. Now we do have an extra bunny hopping down the trail, but I don't think we're going to want you to set up your nest by your home after all. It's a little bit too dangerous for your potential babies. So instead, we'll come over by this rock, and we'll have you set up your nest here, so we know nothing can surprise you from behind. Maybe it would actually be best for our sentinels to go after this bunny. That way they can show Cupcake how it's done, because her job could also be trying to gather up some extra food for the tribe, as long as she's quick enough to chase after these bunnies. Oh my gosh, even you've managed to find a bunny piper? Well, that should be a pretty good fortune for your baby. Maybe you'll be having an excellent hunter too. They must be getting scared with all of the commotion back here. Oh no, and it's our Lilo's final day too. Oh well, let's bring you over around the other side of the healing fruit, so you can pick up a little bit more of the grass. Because while we want to keep some areas where they can hide, we also want to make sure that we can access this thing from all angles. And look at that, Harry! You finally have some fish to gather up in the stream. Oh, he is going to be so very happy. He could maybe bring that back to Bebop, in fact, who I'm sure would enjoy a little fishy snack. But otherwise, I think we're all out of safe turns that we can make. We'll leave a Rocket right here, since it doesn't look like he has anything to collect around him. I believe this is actually a mole hole though, Yeah, we have a little mole waiting to pop out of his burrow. So we'll have to move you guys to the other side of the nursery so the creatures can still spawn in that area. But let's go back to Athena again, just to ensure that the Bearyena isn't going to turn around and attack her. Just in case. Oh my gosh, a little Bearyena baby? Well, that unfortunately means that there's probably a Bearyena mother in the grass. Oh my gosh, an entire Bearyena family. This is probably the father. The big killer Bearyena father, the mother Bearyena hunting down Athena. Oh my goodness, little one. You have found yourself in quite the situation. She only has 3 days remaining on her lifespan, so if she gets hit, I think that's game over for her. She'll need to enlist the help of some of the younger warriors, just so we don't end up losing this friendly Bearyena in the process. Because that might be the way that we can save our, oh my goodness, our hybrid alliance. Look at this baby. He might not have the highest collecting ability, because he only does have that one running leg, but at least he can help us out a little bit. At least we have a creature who won't end up getting totally damaged by all of those poison berries. So our first poison-bodied creature will actually be named Danger, which seems quite fitting considering his appearance. So welcome to the tribe, little one. We'll just have to scoot your little brother out of the nest, so hopefully Kate can have her first baby too. And then I think we're going to have to pause on the babies for a little while, because 24 creatures is quite a bit to take care of with our current food situation. But look at this baby. Oh my gosh, with those giant big ears. That actually looks really, really cool with the Bearyena claws too. Oh, I wonder how the big ears would look on the Bearyena snout. I would love to see that someday. The next name on my list is Orion. So welcome once again to our tribe. And soon you'll be ready to take down all the bunnies with your father. We'll have everybody go ahead and scoop up their food first, just to take care of all of the meat laying around on the ground, so we don't attract any unwanted attention in the process. And there you go, little Biba. Even you can get in on the action, picking up some extra meat for all of your explorer friends. They will certainly need it, because we have a very, very big situation on our hands. So how are we going to play this one? I'm not sure that Athena is really going to be able to take care of this Bearyena herself. Oh my goodness. What was that? Did you go after the killer Bearyena? Okay, that was very strange. Maybe the killer Bearyena took down one of the bunnies and it just stole the meat from under its toes? Oh, please don't get the killer Bearyena mad at us. We don't need an angry killer Bearyena looking for food. Honestly, those bluebirds are finding new ways to become a nuisance for us every way we turn. So 14 days on this one's lifespan? Yeah, Athena only has a 5 in strength. Oh my gosh, do I have her run away or do I have her take the chance? Because if the Bearyena attacks her, then she is completely done. She is going to end up passing away on this turn. I mean, Harry, I think you're actually going to have to leave your fish behind and help us out. Maybe Glacier could do the same. I know she has a baby to watch out for, but Darkrai is keeping Cupcake very close. So it might be your time to shine too. So let's get all of our warriors ready. We'll bring Athena back into the tall grass if we can to hide away. I think technically she's in there right now, but because she is literally right next to the Bearyena, I'm a little bit concerned that that's going to be too close. So we'll scoot her one more tile deeper, and then we'll bring Glacier up behind the Bearyena. That way they should be able to surround her on both sides and take her out on the next turn. And likewise, Harry, bring yourself out of the tall grass so you can lend a hand too. And I think we should be okay, as long as they don't come searching to munch on Athena before the day is done. That means it might be a good idea for you to pack up your nests for now, just until your mate has returned, and you'll be able to have some more babies in the future. And you can go ahead and show Cupcake how to hunt down some bunnies if they start scooting your way again. We'll have Rocket join his son on the other side of the nursery, so hopefully that little mole will get brave and decide to poke its head out of its burrow as we breed again with Chumi and have her pick up some of the extra grass so nothing dangerous can spawn by her babies. Now Liana, you're almost out of all of your turns, so it's time for you to make your grand journey back to your homelands. And are you going to follow us, Mr. Bunny? I suppose we wouldn't mind having you on the island too, because it's all for the extra food. And we know we're going to have plenty of it waiting for us over here. And I don't think we actually said hello to the baby between Webs and Piper, did we? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, sweetie. It looks like he has the nimble fingers. Very interesting. So despite the fact that we were hoping for a warrior line, we instead have a little collector with the medium body who should be fast enough to scoot his way through the tall grass and hopefully find those berry bushes before the bunnies do. He has beautiful green eyes too, which is a little bit of a rarity in our tribe. So we'll name this little baby Ember. Welcome to the tribe, and we'll want to make sure that we bring Webs to his side, because unfortunately Piper is already about to pass away. I'm so glad that she was able to have at least one baby in her lifetime, somebody to carry on her legacy as one of the very great explorers of the land. And likewise, Peppy, I'm sure you are going to carve out that name for yourself too, but I think we're going to want somebody to join you in that direction. Maybe it could even be Iroh, since he does have the digging paw, which means he should be able to dig up some extra food in the area too, and we have so many roots to dig up, because his mother has been a little bit busy lately, so she hasn't been able to keep up on her job. And if we can bring Bambi back to the nest as well, then we might even be able to bring Rarely out here to join you too. Since she is literally one of the strongest creatures in the entire tribe right now, we know that she'll be able to keep you safe. Even if those Bearyenas come knocking on your door again, you guys will be safe and sound. So with the last of our safe turns, or our semi-safe turns at least, I'm still super worried that one of these Bearyenas is going to sniff out our creatures. Oh no! Athena, you weren't able to hide from the normal Bearyena. Do the normal Bearyenas actually have better senses than the killer ones? Oh my gosh. This is terrifying. This is way too many Bearyenas for you guys. While on the plus side, Athena should now be able to completely take care of the mother Bearyena. There we go, but that does mean that she's going to be passing away on this turn. So she wasn't able to successfully rid us of the killer Bearyena, but she did at least take down some Bearyenas in her lifetime. And she did certainly help whittle away at the killer Bearyena's lifespan too. She was the first creature to attack a killer Bearyena and live to tell the tale. So I think we'll have her pick up the meat on this turn, because I'm a little bit concerned that the killer Bearyena is going to turn and steal that on us. He is way too close. And then I guess it's time for you guys to try to make your way into the tall grass. So Glacier is definitely stronger. She can actually do a little bit more damage on the killer Bearyena than even Athena could. And he only has 5 days remaining on his lifespan. Glacier, I think you can actually kill the killer Bearyena? Oh my gosh, thank goodness we brought you out here. That is literally exactly what we needed. Well, okay, Harry, I guess you might as well scoop up all of this food. I wonder if it's only going to be 10 pieces. Let's keep an eye on that counter just to see. Yeah, only 10 pieces of food. Well, that's a little bit disappointing considering how much more difficult the killer Bearyenas are, but any food is good food. So Biba, why don't you actually come over here and invite our friendly Bearyena for us? That way we can get started on a brand new Bearyena line. The Bearyenas do always carry the same immunity genes, So it will be a little bit risky to breed our hybrids together, but with a new friendly Bearyena on our side, I'm sure it'll be much easier to pull that pesky Bearyena snout out of our genetics. So we'll have to see how it goes. Unfortunately, it looks like Kate's baby does not have the toxic body either, and it's also not in his genetics. But he does have those green eyes again, and the lovely Bearyena claw to keep his entire family safe. So we'll name this baby Reese. Welcome to our tribe. And we might actually want to consider sending some of our stronger creatures up into the northern portions of the island. Since our explorers are slowly starting to whittle away, thanks to all of their grand adventures, of course, we're going to need some new blood to repopulate this area and make sure it is one of our most thriving parts of the island. They definitely deserve to have many strong babies in their future. And Jip can finally lead Liana over here to pick some of her very final acorns. This must be really nice for her, since she hasn't been here since she was a little baby. She's probably remembering her mother, her father, and her uncle who loved to crack open these tough acorns. But she led a very full life too. Even if it led her far away from her home, she knows that she has plenty of children to carry on her legacy as well. So in the next episode, we'll have some families to reunite, and we'll have a brand new friendly Bearyena to raise between all of our explorers. If Bambi gets to know of the friendly Bearyena far on the other side of the island, I bet he's going to be very excited. Maybe he would even send his daughter off in that direction if she doesn't drift away with Peppy first. Maybe a life of adventure is more suited to her tastes. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys!